You ready? Okay.
Remember, he came in late last time, too.
All right, we're going to go ahead and call this meeting to order at 5:31 p.m. with myself, Amy Kramer, in attendance, along with Dean Majors and Samantha Williams, and Nicholas Harris is in the audience today. So, so we'll go on to number 2, administer oath of office to Nicholas Harris, seat number 2, term ending 4/30/25.
Very good. Now, we're gonna do this so it's official.
Okay, love it.
So repeat after me, hand up. Hello, Mr. Arick.
We just have to start.
I state your name,
I, Nick Harris,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Oklahoma
and the Constitution of the State of Oklahoma,
and the Charter of the City of Pryor Creek, Oklahoma,
the Charter of the City of Pryor Creek, Oklahoma,
that I will not knowingly receive,
that I will not knowingly receive,
directly or indirectly,
directly or indirectly,
any money or other valuable thing
any money or other valuable thing
for the performance or non-performance
for the performance or non-performance
of any act or duty
or of any act or duty
pertaining to my office,
pertaining to my office,
other than the compensation allowed by law.
other than the compensation allowed by law.
I further swear
I further swear
that I will faithfully discharge my duties
that I will faithfully discharge my duties
as Hotel Motel Tax Allocation Board,
as Hotel Motel Tax Allocation Board,
seat number 2, to the best of my ability.
seat number 2, to the best of my ability.
Congratulations, you are
All right.
hereby. I need your signature, please, where it says sign here. There you are.
Okay.
I think they gave him a long version. I think
For a
ours was
9-year contract.
short and bridged.
It's because I'm an OSU grad, so.
Right, you can remember more.
Yeah.
Some of my best friends.
I think that's why he had to feed him as much as he did. But what do I know?
This,
Over here. Yeah.
You have to sit over there by
Get my
me.
text, I'm waiting on you.
It's not really seat number 2, it's just seat.
Let's see.
We all just avoid the middle.
There you go.
Except. Okay, Nick, welcome aboard.
Yes, good to be here.
All right, so on to number 3, discuss possibly approve minutes of the January 12th, 2023 special meeting. Those minutes are attached. Are there any questions on those or comments? No. Do I have a motion to approve those?
Motion?
I'll second it.
Okay. All those in favor? Aye. Okay. Number 4.
You'll have to abstain on that, sir.
Oh,
Oh,
I abstain.
yes, you cannot vote on that, sorry. Number 4, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding the final expense report from Pryor Area Chamber of Commerce in the amount of $2,300 for the 2022 Nativity Museum Christmas pop-up.
Okay.
And we have those items attached. And we have Houston here representing the chamber. Are there any questions, comments? Do you want to
So,
talk
as you
about
guys
that?
know,
That's
this
something
was,
new?
Barbara, at Barbara's direction before she left, and hopefully you all got to see the nativity that was downtown. It drawed a pretty good crowd, so I think it was a great opportunity to highlight this and then also bring in individuals to see it, especially when the Christmas parade was going on. A lot of people went to see it. So, thought it was a great idea. If you guys have any questions about the receipts or anything, just let me know.
I noticed you got the window cleans from Amazon. Was there no one local that could make those?
Good question. I'd have to refer to Barbara.
Okay. I figured as much.
I will tell you guys that in my new role, I will do anything and everything to keep my business in town. There are some instances, for instance, when we have an event that I don't have, for instance, the gala coming up, which won't be a part of this, but I have to go to Tulsa to get things for that, because they just don't provide them here in town, so.
Does anyone else have any questions or comments regarding that?
So the Hibbards are the ones who had the money out of pocket and then we reimbursed them for their
Correct.
expenses? Okay.
Correct, yes.
If I could comment, Mr. Chairman?
Mhm.
If I could comment.
Sure.
Oh, called me, I'm used to being called chairman, too, sorry.
All right, we'll do a tag team. So in talking to the Hibbards about this project, what we saw in that nativity display was just a smidgen, actually, of what they have. And what they're looking for the next year, and they do want to do it next year, is a larger space. So maybe we'll be on the lookout for a larger space for them. And as you know, time flies by. So they'll be looking for that, sometime September, October, something like that. So anyway, I didn't know if you knew that, but I think that probably should be on our radar as a customer service thing to them. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, any other questions? All right, do I have a motion to approve the final expense report?
I'll make a motion.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Might as well stay up here, right? All right, number 5, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding the final expense report from Pryor Area Chamber of Commerce in the amount of $2,900 for the 2022 Christmas Parade of Lights.
And as you know, this is one that Barbara asks for pretty much every year. I will tell you that we obviously spent a little bit more than what the grant was, which was well worth it. I will also tell you that I have a meeting set up in March with Santa Claus, Mr. Taylor, and what he did over here with, if you guys didn't know that, he used the Grand Building. He gave away 400 and something things to kids and like 30 or 40 bikes. And so that's his life. He lives it. That's what he loves to do. And so we're going to meet in the next few weeks to just really talk about and get ahead of the game for next year's parade. And I really expect next year's parade to be a lot bigger because we're going to communicate it well. We're going to have meetings way in advance to get the theme and things like that done. So I really expect that. And then you combine the nativity with that in a good location that's more accessible as well, then that opens up opportunity for more folks. But I will tell you that the restaurants, especially Boomerang in that area right in there, they were packed. They were packed. It brought a lot of people to town, and I think it has to do with the parade and with what Mr. Taylor was doing. It brought News 8 came to town that as well. Channel 2 came to town, so we really could become one of the premier parades if we just work at it.
And if the weather's nice, it's always a
Always good.
big thing.
There's been a few times, because I've been doing it for 11 years now, there's been a couple of times where it's icy and snowy and cold and
Yeah.
freezing, but you know what, people still turn out.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, guess I should turn down here so you.
All right, do we have any questions about the expense report or receipts on that?
Make a motion to approve it.
All right, do I have a second? I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 All right. And then on to number 6, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding the final expense report from Pryor Area Chamber of Commerce in the amount of $5,000 for the 2023 Oklahoma Tackle Hunting and Boat Show.
And as far as this event went, amazing. If you don't know, they set a record for the first day of attendance in the 23-year history of the program for a Friday.
Wow.
They had not had to contend with the Super Bowl on Sunday, they would have broken overall record for their event. And so they were extremely pleased, extremely happy. I have to give kudos, not have to, I will give kudos to the fairgrounds and to, what's his name? Danny
Hendricks.
Danny Hendricks did a really, really good job, and I want that publicly known. And he did a really, really good job of helping us and putting that together and helping those when they brought in the vendors and getting through the obstacles and issues as growing pains as there always is in a first-time show. And so they did a really good job, and the promoters are extremely happy, and they will be back next year. In fact, they said if they could find another additional 20,000 square feet of space, it would be even bigger. They had to turn away 72 vendors because they just didn't have enough room. And then obviously we talked a little bit about parking. You were there, you've seen a lot was going on. So it was really good event. And they liked it here because they draw the crowd from Tulsa. It's a little bit, when they have it in Grove, they can't draw them quite as far. And so they really like this event. And we're gonna get to be a part of the planning stages, for this next year's event.
So they'll be moving it from Grove to here from?
Well,
now, or
Grove,
they'll-
they lost their venue in Grove.
Uh-huh.
Grove is considering building something else, but even if they do, they said they would still have a show there to draw the crowd more from Springfield and Joplin and that area in our northwest Arkansas, and still have it here to bring people from Tulsa.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, great event, and the hotels and motels certainly benefited from that, and I will tell you again, Boomerang was packed. So it did help that we were given coupons, though. And, the Chamber of Commerce, we handed out tourism. We handed out a little card that shows to go visit all of our restaurants, go visit our hotels. I mean, we did everything we could to promote it, which is what this is for, to promote tourism.
On your, it was just one cut to Montgomery Productions. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about what all that covered? I know it says
It was
sponsorship
all
and
100%
advertising.
marketing.
Okay,
they
so
took
give us
all-
some examples of,
Examples of the paper. He actually put an ad in the paper. He did the sports animal. He did some news ads on some of the other radio stations, local radio stations, and he did some with one of the news stations. So that wasn't a lot of money to be able to do a lot of stuff with in marketing, because marketing is expensive, but everything went to 100% marketing. So, and then in kind for us at the Chamber, we gave them the electronic billboard. We have a yearly subscription there, so we put it on the billboard on 69 for them for over a month.
Okay.
So.
Does anyone have any questions or comments about that?
That's fantastic.
Okay. All right, do I have a motion to approve the final expense report for that?
Motion?
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All right, all those in favor?
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, guys.
And on number 7, schedule next meeting, we probably don't need to schedule one? Okay, okay, all right. And then number 8 is adjourn, so we are adjourning at 5:46. Oh, do we have a motion? Yes, I'm sorry.
Motion
To adjourn. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor to adjourn? Aye, sorry. I'm ready to get out. Go what?